Hi there, it's Aishling Mooney, spiritual business mentor, and I'm here today with a beautiful question. This is every Friday I'm here with Ask Me Anything on any element, any aspect of how to create and grow a spiritual business that's sustainable, that's fulfilling and profitable. Of course, profitable, because otherwise if it's not profitable, you have a hobby, it's not a business. So I have a brilliant question today. So whoever joins me, just let me know, say hello, tell us where you are right now. I'm in Italy. I'm in a little town north of Italy at the moment, streaming this. So just let me know where you are. I hope I can see the comments. Hi, Alessandro. So I have a beautiful question today. So Jeannie posted earlier, you can post me every single Friday. I'm here around this time, I think it's 11 in London. I don't know why this is beeping. Can you hear me okay? Okay, so any Friday you can come in here, you can ask me a question and I will answer anything to do with spiritual business, how to grow a spiritual business, how to get online, how to, manage your kids, being a mother, being a parent, and growing a spiritual business. So I got a brilliant question today, which I have a lot to say about. So the question is, how do you start and maintain a spiritual business when still working full-time at a job that drains you? Love this question, and I have a lot to say about it. So I'm going to look at two scenarios. If you have any other questions, post them in the chat and I will answer them while I'm here. I'm here for about an hour today. So actually I'm here for 20 minutes. I'm going to have to pop back in. Okay, let's stick to the plan. How do you start and maintain a spiritual business when still working full-time at a job that drains you? Okay, we're going to look at two scenarios. One scenario is that you're stuck in that job and you're never going to be able to leave it, but you want to build a spiritual business. Okay, maybe you're stuck in it for a few years and you need some support just building your business. The other scenario is that we might be able to change your mindset around that, and you might be able to start look at possibilities of calling in the life and the spiritual business that you want, and the supports in place for that, and the financial support for that. So I hope this is making sense. Going back to the first scenario, which is you're in this job and for the moment you have to stay there. This is going to be challenging to set up your spiritual business, but it's not impossible. So I'm not going to lie to you. It would be challenging if you had a full-time job to create a spiritual business. So what you would do is plan to succeed. So it's like stepping out of the street and going, I am going to go to Jamaica, and you haven't bought the tickets. You haven't got a car to get there. You haven't got your passport renewed. You have none of these things in place to actually get there. So when you decide you want to do something, create a spiritual business, whatever that's going to look like, you need to make a plan to actually get there. And honestly, I would say that it takes 1 to 3 years to build a business that's sustainable and profitable and fulfilling. So it's not draining, exhausting. So there's a lot that needs to happen, and you need to have a plan to actually get there. Now, you can do this by just creating space. It could be 30 minutes a day, or it could be every week, 2.5 hours. So that's Monday to Friday. So I did the calculations on this. 365 days by 30 minutes is 182.5 hours. Let's take off some holidays out of there. Let's say you've 150 hours. You could write a book in 150 hours. You could write 3 books in 150 hours. I just wrote an ebook this week, about a 10-page ebook in one morning. So you could totally write your book in 150 hours, your first book, and get your message out there to the world. You could create your first online program in 150 hours. You could build your audience in 150 hours. You could follow a coaching program in 150 hours and get yourself started. There's a lot that you could do in that time. So it's about consistency and commitment and making a plan, planning to succeed. Without a plan, forget about it. The second thing you can do is get support, coaching support. I just would not be anywhere. Having a coach it's just part of my plan in business. Being in business, I consider coaching as a business expense. So you need to get a coach. You need to join a program. So that could be one of my programs if you're specifically a spiritual business owner and you want to build your business. You can jump in the Abundant Heart. You can jump in the Wealthy Lightworkers program. You can PM me and get details about them. You can also consume a lot of free programs, courses and materials. I have a beautiful Abundance Masterclass. I'll put the link. You can jump into that. That will bring you through a process that will really, really help you. But you need support. You need coaching support. You need program support. And you absolutely 100% need community support. You need to surround yourself with people that understand where you want to go, understand your plan, and are there to support you every single step of the way, through the ups and through the downs. Okay, and they keep you accountable. So it's like when you're part of a community, within a program, within a coaching program, it's like, okay, what do you want to do this week? We do this in the Wealthy Lightworkers program, in the Mastery Metatron program. It's like, what are you working on this week? What did you do last week? How far did you get? What worked? What didn't work? You know, it's about evaluating and reviewing constantly and just keeping you accountable so that you actually are even sometimes life feels like you're moving backwards, but you're consistently moving forward. And the fourth piece in that, if you're in a full-time job and you're trying to build a business, you have got to let go of perfection. Perfection will not get you anywhere. It'll just keep you stuck, keep you stagnant. It will keep you in that full-time job that's draining you. So you've got to let go of perfection and you've got to start creating and producing stuff, your digital legacy, your book. You know, I did that book this week, that ebook, and I've looked back on it already and there's a ton of mistakes and pieces that I could add and edit, but it's okay for now. It's absolutely a beautiful piece of content for now. So you've got to let go of perfection. Some of my first videos and live streams, I was so terrified, so scared of what people would think of me, of making a mess, of just not delivering properly. And some of them, like my worst video is an Archangel Michael video in the Transformed Angels course, the first one I did 12 videos and that was the first one and it was awful in my eyes. And consistently, when I've done surveys with people that have gone through that program, what was your favorite module? It's that one over and over and over again. So I've been tempted to redo that, to make it perfect. But I've decided not to because consistently people are saying it's their favorite module. So you've got to let go of perfection. And you've got to just commit to having a plan and following that plan step by step by step and getting through to the end. And just showing up. You know, I say, okay, 50 to 70% is good enough to get out there. So, and usually in my videos and live streams now, I say one take. I say, angels, I'm calling in your help and support. This is going to be done in one take. And it's going out no matter how it looks, because that's all I have time for is that one take. So you've got to get really brave, really courageous, let go of the perfection, take huge, huge risks, which you can do when you have a community and a coach and a program to follow. But if you combine all of those things and make consistent effort, you will create your spiritual business. Now, there's another piece in this. One is that you can change your mindset slightly about the job that you're in for. So at the moment you're saying you're in a full-time job and it's draining you. So what if you started to think about that as perfect, as part of your divine plan? So you're meant to be in that job right now, doing that work in the place that you're in. It could be you're meant to bring healing. It could be you're meant to learn something. It could be it's helping you create healthier boundaries. It could be that it's helping you to kickstart and give you the energy to move into your spiritual business. Because you're like, this is not what I want. So it's giving you clarity about what you don't want. But it's about changing the mindset and saying, okay, I'm here for a reason. What is that reason? And also loving where you are and having gratitude for where you are, for whatever it gives you, whether it's the money that it's bringing in, whether it's the opportunities for change and development and growth that it's giving you, whatever it's giving you, bringing gratitude to that will make it so much easier to go to work every day, especially if it's something that's draining you and it's not somewhere you want to be. So there is a whole other piece of mindset that we're going to look at now for a few minutes. Because at the beginning you said, if you're in a full-time job that's draining you and you want to, how do you start to maintain a spiritual business when you're still working in a full-time job in a job that drains you? So I want us to really turn this on its head now. And I want you to think about what if you were able to command the universe to bring you whatever you wanted in your life? What if you are settling for this job because of thoughts or beliefs that are going around that you need the money? What if you could look at your income and your finances so that you could reduce your hours? What if you could find a job that would pay you similar money for less hours? So an example of this is recently one of my clients was in a job that was over 6 days, but it was part-time, say 24 hours. She didn't like it. It was not the environment that she wanted to be in, and she was building her spiritual business in the background. So we had a conversation. We were at a retreat. We had a conversation, and it was what came out of that. I can't remember the exact words I used, but it was, you're settling for this. This is not the same vibration that will bring you to six figures. She wants to be a six-figure entrepreneur. She wants to reach her first 6 figures next year. So it was like this, what is the vibration that will take you there? So, and it was like, okay, if this current part-time job that you're using to support your business, which I completely recommend, by the way, I did it for 2 years. I had a part-time job for 2 days a week for 2 years. And that base salary supported me to grow my business. As Elizabeth Gilbert says, don't make your creativity pay the bills initially. So I do absolutely agree with having some support. Other coaches might say, go out there, allow your business to support you. I just say, let your business prove itself to you. I didn't leave that job until I had 3 10K launches in a month. Like I literally launched within a few weeks and I managed to get 10K. And then a few months later, I did it again. And a few months later, I did it again. And I thought, okay, I can leave this job now. I trust the business. It's working. So with this client of mine, I said to her, okay, what is it you do want? Because at the moment you're just in this job that you don't want and you're sort of settling for it because you're not commanding anything different. So it's about getting really clear about what it is that you want. So it was, I want a part-time job on 2 days, not spread over 6. I want it to be near, within 10 minutes walking or on the bike, 5 minutes in the car. It's in a nice environment. It's warm. My colleagues are nice, and it doesn't take way too much headspace. So I have the energy then to create my business in those other days that I'm free. So it was about getting really specific, like bang, 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 bang on that list, exactly what it is that she wanted to call in. And it was like, okay, this or something better. Let's call it in. And I said to her, I'll hold the vision with you for this to happen. And I said, when do you want it? Let's say within 3 weeks, a month, you're in that new job. Let's just command it. And now it's up to you to follow the nudges. I'm going to hold that vision for you. So within 3 weeks, she had turned up 3 interviews and had accepted a job offer for a job that exactly met that vision that we had laid out for her. And she's going to be able to grow her spiritual business. So I would say to you, Jeannie, or to anybody that's in the position of you're stuck in a full-time job, but your heart wants to create a spiritual business, listen to the first half of this video for things that you can do while you're in that position. But I really want you to start to think about, are you settling? And can you give yourself some other options? Can you broaden the picture here and start to think, okay, what else could I dream up for myself and my life and my business? You know, where are you keeping yourself in the box, and where can you dream a little bit? So I hope this was useful for you today, you know, commanding a new story, and I hope this was useful for you today. If anything resonated and you want to know more, you can join me every Friday. I'm here for free on my Facebook page. You can post a question and I will answer your question specifically. You will absolutely love my free Abundance Masterclass. I'll post a link somewhere in the comments or in the description. You can click on that. It's a masterclass on helping you to transform your spiritual business. So the one mistake that Lightworkers make right now, you can learn what that is so you can stop making it. How to get really, really clear on what it is that you offer so that you have clients literally lining up to jump on your offer and jump to work with you. And the final piece of that is how to raise your prices and bring in new clients at the same time. It's a miracle. This material, people are getting fantastic results. And it's a great starting point if you are in a spiritual business and you're starting from scratch. So my loves, have an amazing weekend. I might pop in again later on today because this was short. I actually forgot I had to collect my son. But I'm going to run now to the school bus. Love to you all. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you again at some stage today or next week. Post your questions and please share this with anyone that you think could benefit from this information today. Bye.